If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley Morgan County Health Department.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II college basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Playing Corley off the Poppenberger screen. Great screen. McClain Corley for three. It's good!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Kara Werner.
Let's go live to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University for tonight's broadcast.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University as we get ready for Shepherd women's basketball. It's a doubleheader between the Shepherd Rams and the Millersville Marauders. Following this game, we'll have Shepherd men's basketball for you here on TV 10. Our pregame show brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio-video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop here. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Kyler High and Alec Epperson are cameramen. And Dylan, it's an opportunity to see the Shepherd Rams in action today. We'll have this doubleheader of women's and men's basketball. And just looking at Shepherd so far this year on the women's side, 4-10. It's been an up and down year. They definitely have had some strong performances recently, but have also had some tough ones. And you see some potential in this lineup, but it's a young team.
It is. They have some nice pieces, but overall, they're still a work in progress, and I think that'll probably show today against Millersville. Kara Werner has been really impressive as the point guard on this team. They've been able to improve some of their weaker areas, like the size and rebounding, with additions like Jenna Liska, and Carmea Bowman has developed some. So as we go through the season, I think we're going to see glimpses of a brighter future. Like the trend line is still up. It's just it's not one of those. It's not a GameStop situation. The stock's not climbing and multiplying up and up and up. It's a slow build up right now, but we're getting there with this team slowly but surely. Millersville today probably going to be a little bit of a tough task. They're 9-5 so far this year, 4-3 in the conference with a couple of wins over nice teams in the PSAC. And so we'll see. We've seen this team in Shepherd keep it closer with better teams in the PSAC, though. Like the last time we were here, we saw them put up a nice effort in a close one against Seton Hill, only losing by 1 point at the time when they were number 11 in the country. Excuse me, that was Millersville. I'm looking at them. But still, the last time we were here, we saw the Shepherd women's team put up a pretty good fight against IUP. It was, and just barely lose to them, a really good team with the Crimson Hawks. So we'll see what they can do today. See if today is one of those days where they can, last year they gave Cal PA a run for their money and made Jordan Smith's homecoming a little more anxious than she probably thought it was going to be. But we'll see what happens today.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid Millersville team. As you mentioned, 9-5 on the year, leading them in scoring. Callie March so far this season, averaging about 14 points per game. So there's some talent on this Millersville Marauders team. Like you said, they've had some good games this year against some ranked opponents. They have won some big PSAC games as well. And playing pretty good basketball. Last time out, though, a tough one for them against Bloomsburg, a 73-51 loss. But outside of that, they've been highly competitive against some of the top teams in the conference and have beaten the teams they're supposed to beat. So the Marauders should provide a good challenge for Shepherd today.
They should, like I kind of mentioned, go up and down their results so far on the year. You've seen them get some nice wins. They beat Cal PA this year in overtime, 68-57. Cal, I think, has lost some pieces from last year, but a 2 overtime win at Slippery Rock as well. That's kind of carried their conference schedule, their conference record overall, 4-3. And again, they had that 1-point loss against Seton Hill. Big win against Pitt Johnstown, 8-point loss at Clarion, 8-point loss against IUP at home, then a big blowout win over Shippensburg, who has kind of struggled the last year or two since their superstar Ariel Jones has graduated, and then lost by 22 at Bloomsburg on Wednesday, and that's been their path through the PSAC into today's game.
On the other side of this break, we'll talk about some of the key players for each team and continue to break down this matchup. This is Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, and we're back in 2 minutes.
You feel that in the air? The precision passes of expletives thrown from a jersey-clad warrior to his TV, his dog, or anyone that'll listen. It's time for tailgating and showing off those parking lot picnics. Just remember, when you come out of the fourth quarter to 5 new dents, remember Cody's Auto Body is your MVP. I can erase those dents, just not the memory of your team's awful record. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows. Whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
We welcome you back here to Shepherd University. Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop here on the pregame show. So as Dylan mentioned, for the Rams. They're led in scoring by Kara Warner, the sophomore, who definitely showed some good things as a freshman and continues to progress during her time here at Shepherd. She started all 15 games for the Rams, averaging about 11 points per game, and has 47 assists on the season. She is the go-to scorer for this team, typically, if somebody's going to have a big game. But really, it's a pretty balanced scoring effort for the Rams, who come in averaging about 64 points per game, Dylan.
Yeah, overall, I think she's definitely kind of led the charge for this team. She gives a similar sort of vibe in terms of a archetype of style of play as Abby Beeman, who was here a few years ago. Obviously, Abby Beeman was first team all conference as a runner up for conference division player of the year as a freshman. So obviously it'd be hard to meet those expectations, but I think she does bring a similar style of basketball where she can shoot from outside. She's a good ball handler that can go inside, has a mid-range game, good floater, and is a playmaker as well that is unselfish and passes the ball. So she's kind of led the charge and been a little bit of a stabilizing force for this team that, especially in Coach Kaufman's year one, she didn't really have a player like that could kind of, hey, when things are going wrong, or hey, the last shot of the game, if things are going down to that last shot, we know who we want to get the ball in the hands of. They didn't really have that in Coach Kaufman's first year, and to have a freshman step in like that last season and be able to provide that was really nice and a nice boost for this team. So she leads the charge, and then some height down low and a couple new additions that have gotten themselves into the mix as well.
Yeah, she's the only Ram that's currently averaging in double figures scoring on the year. Annie Hunt returns as well. She averages 7 points per game. Jenna Liska, one of those newcomers, at 7.4. Carmaya Bowman, a returner, at 7.3. That's where most of the scoring is going to come, at least consistently. But we've seen Smaya Nazir have a few nice games. We've seen Trinity Turner have a few games here and there. Corinne Edsel, a familiar name to the Panhandle, have a few big games here and there. So there's a little bit more depth in this year's team, and you're seeing that they're building some talent. It's just they're very young and inexperienced and haven't played a whole lot of games together, Dylan.
Yeah, you see some of those players that you mentioned have their moments, their outbursts of points. It's been a little bit of a tough task to get every player to have like their best night or be their best version of themselves in the same game. So there is a little bit of that consistency that still it can come with experience and gelling as a team. Like I think there's been no reason to think anything poorly of Coach Kaufman up to this point, because I think you've seen a very steady track up. Like I kind of mentioned, it's not shooting up all at once for a quick turnaround, but we didn't expect that. We kind of thought of year one as a quote-unquote year zero, where you say, okay, you're coming in, so much has changed. Whatever happens this year, we're going to kind of scrap it and move forward. And that year one, if you want to call it that, last season, there was growth from the previous year, and there's some this year as well. So it's just a matter of these younger players getting more experience, growing year over year, having these off seasons to work on their games, and developing into more fully formed players when they become upperclassmen. That's your hope, is a lot of this group stays together and that you can achieve that, especially when your best player is a true sophomore. That can really help things out.
Statistically, the two teams, when it comes to offense, aren't too different. On the Marauders side of things, only averaging 66 points per game. But when it comes to the defense is really where Millersville shines, only allowing their opponents to score 56.7 points per game. So based off of that, Dylan, it will be key for Shepherd to play well on the defensive end, as the Rams have given up nearly 72 points per game. So if they can find a way to defend this Millersville team, the game may play close and low scoring based off of the numbers.
Yeah, and Shepherd has some size inside to be able to, clog up the paint a little bit. Jenna Liska in particular, just on pure height is more than this team has had the last couple seasons. And she's been a quality player in her own right. Just outside of that, she's the second leading scorer on the team, and has bringing down about 5 rebounds per game in 18 minutes per game. So not getting a ton of minutes out there, but those are good numbers for the minutes she does play. And then you have Carmea Bowman as well, grabbing about 6 rebounds a game, and third on the team, 7.3, tied with Jenna Liska. She'll play a few more minutes, about 22 a game, and that combination has shown some promise. Carmea Bowman, similar build and style of play as Sydney Clayton a few years ago. So they have a couple of players who remind you of the Jenna Eckleberry teams. They're just younger, less experienced, and obviously it's hard to expect those players to reach those heights that those two players did. That's two of the school's top 5 leading scorers in team hit in school history, right there.
It'll be tough. Sorry, Dylan, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's just they have the skills, but then they just need to develop a little further. And we can't expect to say, when Carmea Bowman's a senior, she's gonna have the senior season that Sydney Clayton did. But still, they bring a similar style of play, and they are promising players that contribute positively to the team.
I mentioned earlier Kaylee March's scoring abilities, and another thing that has given Shepherd issues even before Coach Kaufman took over was that tall point guard, and the 5'7" point guard in Kaylee March. That definitely provides some issues when you have a taller player running that spot, when Shepherd's kind of undersized at the guard spot still. So it'll be interesting to see how they defend her. But the Marauders, outside of March, not too many prolific scorers, but a lot of balance when you look at the stats. So it's a pretty solid Millersville team. It should lead for an interesting matchup, but we got about 2 minutes to go. Just going quickly, I guess, what are some keys to the game for you in this matchup, which are brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com.
I think the key for this women's team for Shepherd, pretty much in every game, is winning the turnover battle and winning the rebounding battle. If they can not allow Millersville to get those second chance opportunities, and they can stop Millersville from getting out in transition and scoring, and if they can do a little bit of that themselves by getting some turnovers forced by the Marauders, then I think that's kind of their formula for being competitive in any game, including this one.
All right, we'll take a 3-minute break. On the other side of that break, we will have tip-off here between Shepherd and Millersville. This is Shepherd Rams women's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in about 3 minutes.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's-Toyota-of-Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Starting lineups be announced here on the floor. And we'll bring you the starting lineups here momentarily. But Shepherd coming in 4-10, Millersville 9-5. And looking for a big win as Shepherd has. It's been a few tough losses this year in a row. And the Rams have their starting lineup ready. Millersville does as well, and we'll start with the Marauders lineup. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Larry DeMarco team at Century 21. Martin Really results looking for a home in the tri-state area. Then call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551 or visit them online at www.modernreallyresults.com. For Millersville, it'll be Elstone, Ortwine, Mahoney, March, and Shaw. And for Shepherd, Liska, Warner, Hunt, Rhodes, and Nazier. And Marauders are in the black and gold. Shepherd in the gray, gold, and blue. Rhodes will head to the circle. I'm sorry. Liska will head to the circle for the Rams. And Mahoney wins the tip for Millersville. So Marauders have it here first. Dribble handoff. March attacks the rim, goes up strong, and finishes the layup. Early 2-0 lead for Millersville as Kaylee March gets it going with the layup. And now we'll see Warner on the other side. And we already have a scoreboard issue here.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Butcher Center.
And it came right back on at least. Well, and then it flashed on and off again. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner if you're watching. But to get those 2 points up on the board for Millersville.
And now we're going to have to take a break. So it seems like they're still having some issues with this scoreboard, which was an issue back when we were here last time. So
yeah,
been a while since we've been here, but also they haven't had a whole lot of home games, if any, really, because they had a long period off during Christmas.
Yeah, they played here last Friday,
Yes.
But overall, yeah, I guess it's still an issue.
But Dylan, you had a nice high school game last night to watch. If you want to talk about that one.
Yeah, actually, just before we went on the air, actually, I think I was still over there as you were doing your open. Carrie Bodkins, athletic director for Shepherd, was over here and talking to her a little bit about last night's game. The mother of TD Bodkins for Hedgesville last night. She was, for her son's team lost, so she was a little frustrated. But it was a great game overall. Martinsburg was really able to in particular, shut him down in the second half. He only had 2 points at the free throw line in the second half after scoring 11 in the first half. But great game between those two teams. Low scoring. Sometimes people might be like, including myself, might be like, oh, if it's a low scoring game, and I bet that wasn't very fun to watch. It was very fun to watch. Those teams are very good, hard-nosed defensive teams, and some clutch shots in there got the Bulldogs the win.
Yeah, Keyshawn Cheek with a big three there down the stretch, but I think it proved that both teams are pretty talented. So I think we'll see good things from both of them moving forward. But tough loss if you're Hedgesville, and good grind-out win if you're Martinsburg. And next week we'll have more Eagles basketball. Next Friday, I should say, they'll take on Spring Mills, so that will be a good game. We got quite a few games next week, though. Overall, we'll be back here at Shepherd on Wednesday. Hopefully the scoreboard will be working then, but seems to be working now. 2-0 here.
Yeah.
With 9:48 to go in this first quarter.
Yep, we've got the Lockhaven games on Wednesday coming up. Washington at Musselman boys on Tuesday. Washington at Martinsburg girls Thursday. Hedgesville at Spring Mills boys on Friday.
Dribble handoff here with Andy Hunt for the Rams. Now a high pass to Warner is taken away by Elstone for Millersville, and they're running the floor. Marauders in transition, pulling up, and missing the shot was Ortwine, and now she fights for her own rebound and draws a jump ball. It should go towards Shepherd, and it does.
Shepherd's ball. That was a little rushed of a possession from Millersville.
Yeah, they seemed to have a good transition look initially, but then Shepherd got back and made it a tougher challenge. Liska wide open for three. She can make those, and she doesn't there, though. Rolls off the back rim. Zier will try one, and that's good. So Shepherd's on the board there to make it 3-2.
A nice offensive rebound. They got the lucky bounce, I'd say, on the shot, but Liska found the open teammate.
March on the other end. Head fakes. Finds Elstone. Elstone drives in. Tough contested shot, and it's off the mark. No good. Grabbing the rebound was Ortwine, and she's fouled. She'll shoot two.
And nobody boxed her out. She was just there all alone.
So that goes on Warner. That's her first, team first. Our first quarter is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordofHagerstown.com, and Ortwine knocks down the first free throw. Tie this game up at 3. Also, Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced, certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Both of the free throws good from Ortwine, so it's 4-3. 8:35 to go in this opening quarter. Nazier off the screen from Liska. Over to Hunt. Hunt down low. Liska goes to work in the post. Shot no good. Good defense from Mahoney, but another Rams offensive rebound. Nazier lines up another triple from the wing, and that's too strong, no good. But Liska grabs the board again.
I think it's 3 offensive boards for her already.
Yeah, good work.
She's doing a good job following the ball.
Hunt off the Liska screen, attacks the rack, and her shot is rejected by Mahoney.
I will say, last time we were here was December 6th. We got a different starting lineup from the Rams since then. And it is a different-looking team overall. They're already showing some growth just in the eye test.
Liska's jumper is no good. Rebounded by the Marauders. Here's March. Into the front court. Attacking is Shaw, and Shaw travels. Millersville head to its bench. Shaw to the bench. And Zettner comes in. Nazier will bring it into the front court. Here's the dribble drive in from Warner. And now back to Hunt. Nazier pick and pop with Liska. She drives to the rim. Shot no good.
I like the idea from Liska. She just couldn't finish it.
Zettner with the rebound. Quickly back the other way and goes the Marauders. Three-pointer from the corner is no good. They get their own offensive rebound and a foul called. Zettner will be fouled. Ball will head underneath the basket. Very slow moving here first quarter. A lot of fouls, a lot of missed shots between the two teams here early on. As Hunt and Liska head to the bench. Checking in for Shepard, Carr, and Bowman. A little bit interesting to not see Carmaya Bowman in the starting lineup. Like you said, Dylan trying to change some things up as a foul called on Zettner after she just drew the foul. And Shepard will regain possession.
My guess would be that this is kind of a move to make sure that one of Liska or Bowman is always on the court for Shepard, which I think is a good idea.
Nazier off the screen. That shot blocked, but Nazier is fouled on her way to the rim, and she'll shoot two. She's got the only 3 points for the Rams here early on, as it's 4-3 Marauders, 7:06 to go in this first quarter.
And also to that point, I'd say that while Liska and Bowman are probably two of Shepard's 5 best players, I'm not necessarily sure that their best fit, as I kind of mentioned, is to be on the floor together. And neither of them are really great shooters. Liska can go out and stretch the floor a little bit. We've seen her hit some threes. But overall, I think you probably have better spacing playing one at a time.
Yeah, it depends on the matchup, too. This is
That's
a
true,
Millersville team that doesn't have any... I mean, they have size, they have height, but it's not overwhelming, where you match up pretty well height-wise. Step-back jumper on the way from March is no good. Rebounded underneath by Mahoney. So the Marauders keep the possession. Ortwine, dribble handoff. Nice offensive possession here for the Marauders, but it doesn't result in anything. Shepard with good recovery defense. 5 on the shot clock and a offensive foul going against Millersville.
That seemed like the right call there.
That one goes on Mahoney for the illegal screen.
Entering the game for the Marauders, number 11.
5-4 our score. Shepard leading. Nazier of all 5 points for the Rams. Warner off the screen from Bowman. It was a double screen. Her shot was no good and rebounded by Elstone, and she'll push. Now Ortwine with the basketball. Off the screen from Zettner. Attacks. Shot is wild and no good. Offensive rebound again by Zettner underneath. And another foul called.
Millersville looks like the quicker team. They haven't quite been able to turn in many points yet. But I think that as the game goes on, try to get some people moving off the screens, open that up.
March. As mentioned in the pregame, neither team really an offensive powerhouse, so could see some struggles for the scoring, but Kaylee March can certainly light it up as she knocks down the tough contested three-pointer, and that gives Millersville the lead here at 7-5 with 5:45 to go in this opening quarter.
That's just a fantastic shot. That side step got Warner on skates.
Warner now trying to attack on the other way. Her pass to Bowman is tipped away, and the Marauders will push. And then a foul called in transition against Shepard.
I thought maybe that was going to be a kick instead of
I didn't really see
a
foul there, but Nazier hit with the foul. Turner will come in. Rhodes will head to the bench. Liska checks in for Warner, so Shepard goes to its height with Liska and Bowman on the floor at the same time. Carr.
It looks like a bigger lineup from
probably
Millersville.
run the point guard, trying to match up. Mahoney, nice pick and roll. Tipped away by Carr, though.
That was a nice poke.
Turner now in transition. She'll reset the offense. Jordan Carr, the senior from Jefferson High School, with the bounce pass underneath. And a jump ball again called, and this time it will go to Millersville.
And Millersville's played the pick and roll pretty well so far. I think that they're going to have to be better about their ball handling, Shepherd, that is, and their passes.
5 minutes exactly here left in this first quarter. 7-5 Marauders. As Millersville resets the offense here. Ortwine, pass ahead to Mitchell. And now Mitchell drives into the lane and draws the foul on her way to the rim. Blocking foul going to go against Jenna Liska. And she'll shoot two.
Yeah, Mitchell has some pretty nice handles for as tall as she is.
It will hit the under 5 media timeout here with 7-5 Marauders. This is Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 30 seconds.
So what? So what? It's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to work at it every day, but I want to do that because I want you. I want you and me forever, every day. What do you want? What do you want? Come on, what do you want?
What do you want?
I want Panhandle dumpsters for the first month free. Use the promo code to get the first month free.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. 7-5, Millersville leading Shepherd here with 4:46 to go in this first quarter. Just had the under 5 media timeout. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop, Alec Epperson, and Kyler High, our cameramen. Kyle McLaughlin back in the studio. Dylan, it's been a slow start for both teams.
Yeah, the offense has been hard to come by. Teams haven't been finishing very well at the rim, taking some contested shots. Shepherd on the other side, kind of more so been the turnovers while trying to drive into the lane. Let's see who can clean up their offense first and maybe get themselves a bit of a lead.
So Mitchell will head to the line, shoot two. Free throws off the back rim and no good. So she will line up her second free throw. It's also no good. Rebounded by Turner. Turner, though, nearly had it poked away, but good court awareness. Carr now resets the Rams offense with 20 on the shot clock. Carr down low to Bowman. Bowman trying to go to work, but good defense from Zentner, and Zentner heads back the other way for the Marauders. And then the hands wide open. Three on the way for Millersville is in and out, no good. One from Elstone. And the Rams grab the rebound. Shepherd trying to set up its offense. Turner up top, Carr. Carr to the rim, no foul called.
All balls.
Ball was knocked away and it will stay with Shepherd. Cassidy Rhodes will check back in. Jordan Carr will trot to the bench. Warner will inbound it for the Rams on the baseline. Gets it to Turner. Millersville takes it away again. Zentner jumping the passing lane. Zentner now trying to go all the way to the rim, and she draws the foul on Trinity Turner. And she'll shoot two.
Just telegraphed the pass a little too much and weren't able to kind of squeeze away that defender, box them out to make sure that it had the open lane to get that entry pass. Just a little too careless with the ball so far for Shepherd.
Third trip to the line so far today for Millersville. They're 2 for 4, and that one's good. Make them 3 for 5. First trip here for Zentner. It's an 8-5 Marauder lead. And the next free throw good as well from Zentner. 9-5. trying to call out something. Shepherd has not looked good on the offensive end in terms of getting into their sets. Not a whole lot opening up for the Rams on the last few possessions. Bowman drives in the lane, and before the shot, a charge called or a travel. Excuse me, Estridge that time.
The offense just has nowhere to go. Millersville is quick, and they're not really giving them much lane to drive inside. But they're going to have to find ways around that. Set better screens, off-ball screens to set up some open jump shots. I know that's not really the strength of Shepherd.
Was a charge called. Now March trying to go to work for Millersville. Reverse layup is no good. Rams grab the rebound. There's Bowman. Rhodes. Skip pass. Nazier. Back to Bowman. Has it taken away. Millersville the other way. The layup is up and good from Ortwine, and it's a timeout. Shepherd here. Ortwine has her first field goal. She's got 4 of the 11 for the Marauders, and we'll take a 30-second break. It's 11-5 Millersville with 2:51 to go in this first quarter.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We're back here at the Butcher Center, 11-5, our score in favor of Millersville, who leads Shepherd. Rams coming in 4-10 here on the women's side. Millersville 9-5. Following this game, we'll have Shepherd men's basketball action for you, as the two teams will meet. Just men's basketball instead of women's. So should be two relatively competitive games. Men's side, the record's a little bit more even. Nazier drives in, kicks it out. Hunt over to Rhodes. Rams' last few possessions really struggling to get shots off. Bowman sends up a wild one, and now a foul again called against Shepherd. This time it's going to go against Warner. I believe that's her second, and that's crucial. As it's also going to head us into the bonus, as Warner was called for a foul, a loose ball foul there, which will set us to the bonus and send Millersville to the line. And Shaw will head to the line and shoot two.
That feels like a pretty harsh foul call when she knocked the ball out of bounds. I mean, I guess she got some contact on the arm there.
First right there from Shaw, good. Second one good as well, and yeah, it's a crucial foul because now Warner will have to sit with her two fouls for probably
rest of the quarter.
Yeah, at least the rest of the quarter, possibly a little bit of the second quarter as well, as Rhodes' shot is no good. May not matter though. Shepherd offensively really struggling, even with Warner out there. Pass underneath though, taken away by Nazier. Nazier will run the floor, trying to go coast to coast. Throws up a wild-looking shot, but it almost fell. And now Kaylee March will bring it across the timeline for the Marauders. Her dribble, though, is poked away by Nazier and out of bounds. 1:50 to go in this opening quarter, 13-5. Millersville, women's basketball leading here against Shepherd. Ortwine will inbound it for the Marauders. She gets it into March. 18 on the shot clock. Step back three-pointer from March is too strong off the rim. Offensive rebound underneath, and Zettner's heading back to the charity stripe.
And no one's boxing out. Just find someone while everyone's looking at the ball while it's in the air. Not finding a body. That's the more important part. The ball could bounce anywhere. You don't know where it's going to bounce off the rim. Get a body on a body. And hope that if the ball bounces your way, you'll be in good position then.
Free throw up and good from Zentner. So she's done a nice job from the line, making all 3 of her free throws so far. It's 14-5 Millersville with 1:38 to go in the opening quarter. Second free throw up and good as well. So 15-5 Marauders. Jordan Carr's back into the game. High post, Estridge. And she has it poked away by the Marauders. The teams are on the floor, and Millersville comes away with it. March finds Shaw, who again is called for the travel. That's her second turnover on a travel call at the top of the key. Officials calling pretty much everything so far, so not going to get away with anything, it seems like. With the Rams running in another sub, it's Annie Hunt. Estridge goes back to the bench. Over to Cassidy Rhodes on the right wing. 1:05 to go in this first quarter, 15-5. Millersville. Carmia Bowman tries a contested jumper. It's too strong. Rebounded by Elstone. Back over now to Crawford, who's newly checked into the game. Finds Mitchell. Mitchell down low. Shaw trying to go to work in the post. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Carmia Bowman. Carr. Millersville, the more intense team here early on as well.
Intensity from the coach on the sideline.
Yeah, she's playing defense.
She was getting in the air. Jordan Carr over there by the baseline. Coach Mowen.
Well, we talk about it a lot with these matchups when you're playing, on a Saturday at 1 o'clock in kind of a quiet gym. You got to bring your own energy.
Yep.
And Millersville certainly doing that here early on. 15-5 our score. And like we said in the pregame, the defense is where this team dominates. Not a high-powered offense, but Zentner's layup is up and good. 17-5, but only allow 56.7 points per game. The shot before the buzzer is no good. And at the end of 1, it is Millersville 17, Shepherd 5. We'll take a break. On the other side of this 1-minute break, we'll have more Shepherd women's basketball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 1 minute.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
We're back here on the campus of Shepherd University at the Butcher Center. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop, as we enter this second quarter. 17-5. Millersville leading Shepherd at the end of 1. Tough first quarter there for the Rams. Rhodes open 3 here, trying to heat the Rams up. That shot is no good. It heads out of bounds off of the deflection off Millersville, and it will stay with the Rams. Just looking back at that first quarter, Dylan, Shepherd made just 1 field goal, 1 for 13. They're now 1 for 14 in the game, so tough start. The three-pointer coming early on. Rhodes' 3 there, though, is good to end the drought for Shepherd. It's a 9-point game. This has also been a trend, though, where at times this season, Shepherd has had a first quarter where they're down 10, 15 even, and then they dominate the second quarter. So you never know what can happen.
They get off to some slow starts sometimes and then figure it out as they go. We'll see if today is anything like that.
Shaw with the basketball at the top of the key. Swings it over to Vilvan. Now a drive into the basket and an open layup for Zettner, who continues to have a big first half here on the road against the Rams. Wide open, though. Nobody stopped ball on the other end, and Turner gets an easy layup to go, 19-10.
There you go. Zettner's been impressive. The length and athleticism together, and we get a carry.
Yeah, turnover there against Millersville. Zettner so far, she has 8 points, 8 of the 19 for the Marauders. Millersville not shooting much better in that first quarter. They were 4 for 12, but they got to the free throw line, 8 for 10 from the line in that opening quarter. That helped build them a nice lead here as Cassidy Rhodes has given Shepherd a little bit of a boost. She knocks down the baseline J. It's 19-12. She has 5 points, all of them coming here in the second quarter.
She's mostly a jump shooter, and she's a little streaky, but today so far it's been pretty good.
Drive in from Elstone, reverse the basketball to Mahoney, and now Mahoney called for the travel. Millersville, a lot of their post players have caught the ball up top and have been called for that travel consistently. So something for them to work on here moving forward, but Carr will bring it across for the Rams. Rhodes, who started to heat up in this second quarter, has the basketball. She comes off a Bowman screen, pulls a deep three. That's too strong off the rim. But you go to her when she's been the only one really making a field goal here in this second quarter. March drives in over to Mahoney, and Mahoney's J is good. Her first 2 points, 21-12. March creating for her teammates. Now Turner drives over to Carr. Carr trying to set up the offense. Didn't pull the free throw line, Jay. And there, Shepherd lost control of the basketball. It's a turnover. Ortwine with it for Millersville. Down low, Cleaver. Over to wide open Mahoney. That long two is good.
Millersville's starting to find a little bit of a rhythm on offense, and the defense has not slowed down too much as a result.
Carr off the screen. Three-pointer on the way is no good, but it's rebounded underneath by Bowman, and Bowman gets the layup to go. Her first 2 points, 23-14. Millersville still leading by 9. A nice spin move in the lane, but the shot is no good. Rebounded by Bowman. Rhodes an open three from the corner. Too strong. Rebounded by Cleaver underneath, and a foul called against Shepherd.
Yeah, Rhodes, I think, was a little further away from the three-point line than she may have realized when she took that shot. She was open, though. We're getting a little bit better offense now out of Shepherd.
At least getting open shots.
Yeah, I mean, already 9 points in this quarter when they only scored 5 in the first.
Line change on for the Rams. Ortwine into the hands of March. March step back three on the way. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by Cassidy Rhodes. Rhodes over to Nazier. Nazier trying to set up the offense. Crossover dribble. Floater on the lane. No good. Rebounded by Cleaver. She's grabbed a lot of rebounds here in this second quarter. And the Marauders have it now on the offensive end. March, high post, Mahoney. Mahoney going to work. Her shot is wild and no good. Ortline grabs the rebound. March over to Mahoney, who tries the three this time, and that's good. Mahoney showing some nice jumpers with some 1-2s and a deep three to make it 26-14 in favor of Millersville.
And with her height, they're putting the bigger matchup on Mahoney.
Rhodes tries a corner three, and she answers. Cassidy Rhodes with 8 points in the second quarter. Shepherd's cut it back down to 9 at 26-17. 5:09 to go in this second quarter. Both teams showing a little bit more offense here in the second. Mahoney over to March. March to a wide open Cleaver as it opened up perfectly for Millersville. And the Marauders get their points right back at 28-17. Nazier over to Rhodes. Rhodes at the head fake behind the back dribble over to Nazier. Top of the key. Estridge tries a deep three. That's way too strong and no good. Rebounded though by Annie Hunt of Shepherd, who finds a cutting Estridge. She gets the layup and the foul. 28-19, 4:38 to go in this first half, and we'll have the under 5 media timeout. This is Shepherd Rams women's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 30.
12-piece chicken for $12 with Rock's app.
Starting route to Rock's local market.
Stopping by a local watering hole for happy hour between 5 and 7 to get the family dinner.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rock's app.
Reserve a table by the fire every night. Relax in the warmth and comfort of a Roach Energy gas fireplace. Roach Energy. Call 304-263-3329.
Just step back. We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center. 28-19. Shepherd trails Millersville. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. Kyler High, as well as Alec Epperson, our cameramen. And back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin, who you'll hear from him at halftime. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if there's really anything going on for him to report on. I guess PSAC hoops. So we'll hear from Colin at the half. 4:38 to go here, though, before halftime, and Shepherd's figured some things out. Like we said, Dylan, they tend to do this where they get off the slow starts, but the second quarters are a lot better, and then sometimes it's the third quarter hurts them again. So for whatever reason, things don't translate well from warm-ups to taking the court.
Yeah, unfortunately, Millersville started to figure out their offense at the same time Shepherd has figured out some offense.
Dribble handoff here for the Marauders. March trying to open some things up, has it poked away. Rams in transition now. Warner, she attacks and she's called for a travel.
That's a pretty strict travel call, I thought. But
yeah, from our angle, it definitely looked like it could have been a foul. But obviously we were in the, well, not obvious, but in case you don't know, we were in the opposite side of where that play was. So tough angle for us. This kick ball going against Nazier. But
I like the energy from Samai Nasir so far. I think a good compliment to Werner. I think Werner's been a little limited by her size in some matchups so far in this one.
Yeah, just haven't really found ways to open things up. Mahoney sends a wild shot up. Bowman grabs the rebound. Warner will look to run. Nice pass underneath to Estridge, and she gets the layup. That's that playmaking that Warner can still bring even if she's not scoring. Zentner now with the basketball over to Alice Stone. Mahoney top of the key. She'll drive in with the left-handed layup, and that's up and good. Mahoney just going to work. It's a tough matchup for the Shepherd post players. Not at the same time of speed, but you need somebody to match her height as well. So Bowman Jumper no good. Rebounded by Elstone. Transition offense for the Marauders. Drive to the rim. Rejected by Bowman. But Millersville gets its own rebound. Mahoney passed up the open J for an extra pass to March in the corner. Her shot no good. And then Millersville tipped it away, but Shepherd will stick with it. 30-21 here, 2:56 to go in this second quarter.
And Morgan Mahoney, 6'1" junior from Milton, Delaware. Last year, only 6.4 points a game.
Nazier lost control of it, taken away by the Marauders, running full court as Ortwine. She tries to draw a foul on Warner, gets her own rebound after it got tipped away, and now a foul is going to go against Rhodes. 2:33 to go before halftime. Millersville will have it underneath. Shepherd running on some subs, and Turner and Carr. Nazier and Warner check out. So go to your backup backcourt for Shepherd. Ortwine over to March. Open J for Mahoney again. That's her sweet spot. Makes it again.
Mid-range. I know they got the bigger matchup on her, but they're going to have to get out there and prevent her from shooting.
I just don't know if Shepherd has a matchup for her, because she is also quick off the dribble. And that's what's been difficult, is you need somebody with that height, but then how do you defend off the dribble? And it's just Shepherd doesn't have a good matchup. I'm a little surprised Bowman hasn't been the one taking her, but I guess they're also worried about Shaw's height and athleticism. So it's just overall, like you said earlier, Dylan, Millersville's the quicker team.
Yeah.
So does Shepherd go to a zone? What can they do to still defend? Hunt draws a jump ball underneath. That will stay with the Marauders at 32-21. A little bit better here, second quarter for Shepherd, but they still trail it by double digits. March trying to set up some offense. Now they go to the post. Shepherd's checked in. A new player to try to defend. A nice bounce pass from Hunt to Rhodes, but tough shot, but she ends up getting fouled by Mahoney. As Christ has came in.
Marauder foul, number 4. Substitution, number 2.
First we've seen of her. It's a nice game for Rhodes here so far. I know that early in the season she was having some struggles shooting the ball.
Yeah, she's got 8. Free throw there is no good.
She was, Rhodes coming into today was shooting just 21% from three-point range. But on a lot of attempts, 75 attempts, which, to put it in perspective, Kara Warner has taken 76 on the whole year. So it's really her main contribution. She's been a little, up and down on actually hitting them. But it provides spacing, and today she's feeling it so far.
She has a good-looking shot. Inconsistent with them falling, but Turner tries a tough step-back jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Ortwine for the Marauders. Dribble handoff of March. So they attack again into the high post. Step-back jumper on the way for Millersville. That's no good from Elstone. It's rebounded by Turner, and she's looking to run. Turner going all the way to the rim. Shot is up and good. Turner in transition has 4, 32-23.
I like that. I think Shepherd should try to push the tempo, make it a little easier on themselves.
Down low, great defense by the Rams, and they'll run again. Trinity Turner all by herself, but then good recovery from Millersville to at least challenge the shot, commit the foul, and send Turner to the line, and she is slow to get up. Hopefully everything good there. landed tough on the hardwood, but she at least appears to be all right for now. Helped to her feet by Carmia Bowman. And she'll shoot 2.
Hopefully just going to maybe leave a bruise and that's it, but she's walking off the court.
No, it appears they may need to go to a sub. In some ways, I mean, obviously you never want to see anybody get hurt, but Warner coming on to shoot the free throws isn't a bad option.
Yeah.
But obviously you hope everything good there with Turner.
I'm not aware of the rules at the Division II level because I believe the NBA did or may still have the rule of, if you're fouled and you check out of the game before shooting the free throws, then that takes you out of the game. I don't know if D2 has that sort of rule. I'm going to guess they don't with how the speed that she walked off the court with.
Well, Warner makes both free throws. That's also her first 2 points. Make it a 32-25 game.
Well, for Shepherd to have it this close with Warner just now getting her first points is actually pretty promising, I'd say, for the second half.
It may be in college you can't finish the half. I'm trying to remember the exact rule, because that is a rule at other levels of basketball, I believe. Not exactly sure, though. I have to look into that one. You don't see it too often. March with the basketball. Nice pick and roll, and they find Mitchell, who gets the layup to go. 34-25. Now it's Annie Hunt with the basketball for Shepherd. Rhodes brings it across the timeline. 10 on the game clock. Dribble handoff of Hunt. Shepherd having some issues here, finding an opening, and they end up turning it over with 3.3 seconds left at 34-25.
I'll follow up with a ruling here. I'll try to find an expert.
March doesn't get the shot off before the buzzer. And at the half, Shepherd battles back in the second quarter. It's 34-25 here at halftime. And we'll take a break on the other side of that 2-minute break. We'll break down this first half. This is Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 2 minutes.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
WV Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined University Health Associates East and our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center. Dr. Cassandra Claiborne, Family Medicine. Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist, Benjamin Hartland. Dr. Sojana Kalori, Oncology. Certified Physician Assistant, Melissa Short, Neurology. Dr. Adolfo Villoria, Neurosurgery. And Certified Physician Assistant, Joshua Wilson, Family Medicine. Welcome to WVU Medicine.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
Order number N58.
It's It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
We welcome you back here to the Butchers Center here at halftime between Shepherd and Millersville. Our second quarter, though, was brought to you by the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880, as well as Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, our halftime show is brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg. It's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Dylan, your thoughts on that first half?
Obviously a slow start on offense in particular from Shepherd. I think that Millersville's speed kind of startled them, if you want to say. They just kind of caught them off guard, I think would be the right way to put it. So they had to adjust to that, and they found a way too. I think they were trailing 17-5 at the end of the first quarter, and they were able to cut into it a little bit. Cassidy Rhodes had some nice shooting. I think this is just a tough matchup for the Rams. Morgan Mahoney in particular, they haven't really had an answer for in the first half for her offense. So I don't know if there's a defender that can really slow everything down. If anything, I just get out on her, just take away her jump shot, make her have to drive, which so far in this game she hasn't really shown an ability to. She only averages 7 points a game so far this year in over 20 minutes a game. So she's not typically an offensive powerhouse for Millersville, so there should be some ways to be able to adjust that defense to slow her down a bit. And then see if you can get Carol Werner going on offense for yourself in the second half. And hopefully from there you can cut into the lead.
Overall, it was a great improvement for Shepherd in that second quarter. They came out cold, to say the least. Freezing. 1 for 13 in that first quarter shooting from the floor. Second quarter, though, 8 for 16. So 50% second quarter for the Rams, which helped them get back into the game or at least stay in the game. For Millersville, they also got better, though, in that second quarter. Started 4 for 12. Second quarter were 8 for 18. We'll give you some halftime stats here on the halftime show. Our first half stats are brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. As first half stats, Morgan Mahoney leads the way with 11 points for Millersville. She surprisingly hasn't added a rebound to her stats. She just scored. That's all they really needed. 1 block for her as well. Micaiah Shaw with 2 points. Ortwine with 4. 6 rebounds for her. March with 5. 4 assists. Zentner with 8. She also caused Shepherd some issues in that opening quarter. Mitchell with 2. And Cleaver with 2. That totals up to the 34 for Millersville in that first half. For Shepherd, Cassidy Rhodes leads the way in the first half with 8 points. Nazir with 5. 4 from Turner, 4 from Estridge, 2 from Bowman, 2 from Warner. 25 total for the Rams here at halftime. And Dylan, you had clarity on the foul injury rule, but also we found out that maybe the officials made a mistake as well.
Yeah, I have a direct line to a D2 basketball official, and I asked him the question about, regarding this situation, and said that Trinity Turner can come back into the game at any point. But the thing that seemed to not be enforced was that in a situation like that, the player can sub out if there is blood on the court as a result of the stoppage. Shepherd is supposed to choose the shooter, but if there's not, then the opposing team is supposed to pick the shooter of the free throws. So that part was not put in. Shepherd just pulled Carol Warner off the bench. So that's a little interesting tidbit to go along with that.
Yeah, but 34-25 our score here at halftime, and we'll take another break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from Colin. We got about 8 minutes on the clock here before the start of the second half. So, Colin, give us a quick scoreboard update, and then you can send it back here. This is Shepherd Rams women's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-9.
Selection comes great possibilities, and at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500, and right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program, so wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
We're at the half here as we welcome you into the scoreboard show. I'm Colin McLaughlin. At the half, it's Millersville leading Shepherd 34-25 as we now take a look at some scores from around the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference here in women's basketball. We'll start off with Mansfield at the half leading Shippensburg by a score of 40-33. Also at the half, it's East Strasburg leading Lock Haven 31-16. Bloomsburg leads Penn State Scheichel 37-12, and Clarion leads Pitt Johnstown 49-33. Switching over to take a look at some other scores here so far in the conference. It is Edinburgh with a dominating lead on Gannon right now, 36-20. Seton Hill leads Cal U 42-34. Lake Erie right now up by 3 against Slippery Rock by a score of 33-30, and just tipping off it's Kutztown and Westchester. That game beginning here right at the top of the hour. Again, our score at the half, it's Millersville 34 and Shepherd 25. I'll have final scores for you at postgame, but for now, take another 2-minute break and send it back to the Butcher Center with Nick Verzolini and Dylan Bishop's call for the second half.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere.
Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
We welcome you back here to Shepherdstown, West Virginia, the Butcher Center. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop, back in the studio, Kyle McLaughlin, Alec Epperson, as well as Kyler High, our cameraman. Dylan, 34-25 our score here at the half. What does Shepherd need to do better to get back into it and possibly pull out a win?
It'll be tough. I think if they can find ways to keep the offense that they had in the second quarter going, while also finding some areas for Carol Warner to pick things up on defense. Obviously, we know Millersville to have a really good defense this year, so I'm sure they've keyed in on Kara. But if they can, find some ways around that, now that the rest of the team has opened up a little bit of the offensive lanes, we didn't see a whole lot of Jenna Liska in that second quarter, if any. I don't think so. She checks back in as the starters start the third quarter, and we'll see. Maybe this is going to be more of a Bowman and Estridge type of game at the 5. For Shepherd, for them to stick in it, but let's see what Liska does. She did have 3 offensive rebounds in the first minute of the game, so keep that up, get some shots to fall, and we'll see.
Maybe she could be the one to slow down Morgan Mahoney, who has 11 first half points. It was a very tough matchup for Shepherd in that first half. But as we begin this third quarter, it's brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Call them at 304-263-3361, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Zier over to Rhodes, who tries a deep 3, and that's good. Cassidy Rhodes is heating up throughout this game. That is her third triple of the afternoon. She has 11 points to lead the Ramps.
And that'll be a big help. She keeps knocking them down.
Down low, it's Mahoney. Extra pass, wide open. March for 3 to answer. That shot is short and no good, and Rhodes grabs the rebound.
Shepherd's lucky that they didn't take more advantage of Liska falling down.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slow look to that corner. Hunt. Pass down low. Liska's shot is up and good, and she's in the scoring column for the first time today, and it's all of a sudden a 4-point gain here, just about a minute into this second half. Top of the key, it's Elstone over to Shaw for 3. That shot's no good, and Hunt grabs the rebound ahead to Warner. Warner looking to set somebody up. Let's go with the head fake. She drives in, loses control of it. Nazier back to Warner. Warner pulls up, and that's an air ball.
Yeah, it just hasn't been Warner's day. Whether it's the defense, she does have a wrap around her right thumb, it looks like. I don't know that she had that in the first half. Didn't notice it, at least.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And it's pretty noticeable, so that might have been something at halftime.
It might have been bothering her early on, and part of the reason why she didn't get anything going. March off the screen for three. That shot's no good. And Shaw can't grab the rebound. It heads out of bounds. Will be Shepherd basketball. So 8:17 to go in this third period. The Rams trail it by 4, 34-30. And Nazir will bring it across half court for the Rams. In the hands of Liska. Liska trying to find somebody. She'll drive in and create her own shot and score.
There we go.
It's a 2-point game at 34-32. Millersville to start the second half. Nice backdoor cut and a good block by Liska as Ortwine opened herself up with the backdoor cut. But Liska rotated well and got the block shot.
Now, Liska's fresh. She played 3 minutes and 19 seconds of that first half.
For some reason, she didn't see any time in that second quarter, but she's played well since re-entering the game. Shaw with the nice move and the foul and the finish.
Oh, announcer's jinx. That's a bad foul by her. She did not need to do that. She got beat. Put her hand on the off hand, not even the shooting hand of Millersville.
Liska did have 2 fouls, so now she's up to 3. So that could be part of the reason why you didn't see her in the
she's
second.
Sitting back down.
But to not see her at all was a little bit surprising. But again, Shepherd was kind of getting back in the game. Bowman and Estridge were playing well, so.
Right. Werner has 3 fouls. She had them at halftime. She still played 11 minutes.
Rhodes tries another 3. That one well short. It's a tough contest. Now Shaw runs the court. Her shot, though, is up and no good. Everybody runs into each other. Ball heads out of bounds. It'll be Shepherd basketball. I think it's a good no call there since it's kind of fouls on both teams.
I think so. It was a good hustle by Nasir to get back down the court with her hands up, making sure that there wasn't an easy pass up the floor.
Yeah, it looked like initially Millersville was going to get an easy basket, but you mentioned it, the hustle and the defense. There's a dump in. That's a tough pass to make, and it ends out of bounds.
Telegraphed it. She didn't really have a very good angle on it.
Yeah, she was trying to fight down low was Bowman for that inside positioning. Try to go over the top, I guess I should say. But
they've already gone to that sort of pass attempt a couple times. Liska scored on it.
And that pass through the hands of Bowman and out of bounds, and it will be Millersville basketball. It's a 4-point game, 36-32. Liska now getting looked at on the bench as well, so she's not only in foul trouble, but maybe just needing a tissue. Looked like initially maybe she had something wrong with her, but nothing serious it appears. Down low, Shaw going to work. And another foul going against Shepherd.
And Bowman didn't like that one.
We'll shoot 2.
It's been a tightly officiated game.
It has. Especially that first quarter. Second quarter, not as much in terms of the fouls. Shaw's free throw that time is good.
Have to remember, these officials, this isn't, it's possible for them to work their own way up the ranks. Then when they start at high school, they can go to Division II, try to get games up to Division I. So they're always auditioning too. So if someone doesn't follow the letter of the law, they got to make calls.
No, I don't think it's been a poorly officiated game. Just
no.
Calling a little bit of everything, which sometimes you're going to have those kind of games.
And at this level, you can kind of reach, you get a little comfortable sometimes, thinking you're as a college basketball player, but still have some skills to work on, and, you relax a little too much. Maybe don't think about it.
Hunt shot halfway down, but it falls out. And now March in the corner. Thought about the 3, head fake, drive in, floater, good. Haven't seen too much of March's scoring abilities. She has now 7 points, but when she has scored, it's been impressive. Warner pass underneath to Bowman, wasn't really ready for it. Everybody's on the floor. Somehow, though, Millersville comes away with it. March now looking to run against the Rams defense. March spin move into the lane, and before the shot of travel called, which again was the right call by the official.
Yeah.
I've noticed comes on.
I've noticed a lot of traveling calls over the years of watching Shepherd here in the PSAC that they call it tight. It's not like NBA traveling enforcement by any stretch of the means. It's quite basically the opposite.
Warner, nice move, but she can't get it to go.
That wasn't very open.
Yeah, it was a good move, but it didn't create much space. So, wasn't really effective.
I think that usually works for her.
Yeah.
So I think that's just kind of her thought process, and she's used to being able to have an open shot out of that.
They find March, comes off of the screen. Mahoney hasn't done anything here so far in the second half. Jump ball will stay with the Marauders. 5:32 to go in the third quarter. 39-32. Millersville still leading Shepherd here in this third quarter. Mahoney off the inbound, back to March. Wide open three from the corner is short. Bowman grabs the rebound. Kamaya Bowman ahead to Warner. Warner to Rhodes. Rhodes, head fake. Finds a cutting Warner. Nice extra pass to Estridge, who finishes the layup.
That's the vision, the passing from Warner. Still an underclassman, but a heads-up smart player.
Sometimes she's made some good passes that her teammates weren't quite ready for, but they're Estridge in the perfect positioning, and she grabs the rebound here. Warner brings it across the timeline. Shepherd down by 5. Kick out, extra pass. Rhodes thought about it. Now she'll pull up from the elbow, and that's an air ball. Turner tries to keep it alive, and she does.
Nice work from her. She's got her first stint in since going out with a little bit of an injury in the second quarter.
Have the under 5 media timeout here. With 4:42 to go in this third period, it's a close game here between Shepherd and Millersville. 39-34 in favor of Millersville. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We are the Skinner brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
We welcome you back here to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University. Nick Verzolini and Dylan Bishop here for you. Dylan, Shepherd continues to stick around here since that slow first quarter where they made just one field goal. Things have turned it around for the Rams.
Yeah, they've really been able to get some things going on offense. This is a good Millersville team that has given them a run for their money. For sure, but at the end of the first quarter, it was 17-5, and now we're playing a competitive basketball game.
Estridge down low, trying to find Bowman. It ends up going off of her foot. And almost like a fumble. Everybody trying to get to the basketball. It ends up being Shepherd ball, I do believe, yes.
Yep.
Bowman to Warner. Warner tries a tough jumper. It's no good.
There's only 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Good awareness by you, Dylan.
They got the jump ball.
Yes, they did get the jump ball. It will stay with Shepherd. Turner off the inbound. Down low, it's Bowman with the left-handed layup, and her shot is up and good. It's back to a one-possession game. Carmia Bowman has 4 points. 39-36 our score. March over to Shaw, who drives baseline. Shot is wild and no good. Rebounded by Zettner, who we haven't heard from in quite a while, but she makes an impact there and gets fouled, and she'll head to the line, shoot 2.
Still not doing a very good job boxing out on the defensive side. First half, Millersville had 8 offensive rebounds. Now, Shepherd also had 8 offensive rebounds of their own in that half, but was still -3 in the rebounding battle.
Free throw is good. Zettner has 9. Second free throw, good as well. So 10 points for her, 41-36. Down low, it's Estridge going to work, and again, she gets the layup and go. So, playing due to the foul trouble of Jenna Liska, and Estridge has done a nice job on the offensive end.
Yeah, her and Bowman have done a pretty good job finishing at the rim in the second and third quarters.
March shot is well off. Warner ahead to Estridge, down low, and a foul going to go against March.
I kind of thought that was going to be all ball, and the possession was going to just continue. The play was going to continue, but the first foul of the quarter on Millersville.
Off the inbound, we have a foul away from the ball.
Called one against
Shaw.
Vinlon.
She just kind of drove the Ram player out of bounds, so can't have that, and foul called.
2 quick ones on the Marauders.
41-38 Millersville, and that one tipped away, heads into the Shepherd bench, out of bounds, and the Rams will inbound it again, this time from in front of their own bench. Dribble handoff with Turner. Turner into the lane before the shot of travel. A lot of whistles on that possession. That ends up leading to a turnover. And Millersville will bring it back the other way. Mitchell now. Trying to go to work. She drives baseline and finishes over Bowman.
That's just a nice drive and finish.
Mitchell has 4. Marauders back up 43-38. Turner. Over to Carr. 15 on the shot clock. Estridge wide open for 3. She tries it. It's no good. Carr, though, called for the foul.
Turner.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Turner. Yeah, she kind of got a bump in the back. I thought for about half a second that they were going to let that one slide, but I think once she was the one to get the rebound that they made sure to blow the whistle on it.
That one off the foot of Mitchell and out of bounds, apparently, though.
No, that was just, I don't even think it went off of her foot. I think it was a miscommunication, as you can see, Zettner. I think she thought Mitchell was going to keep going towards the right, and she didn't.
Well, either way, Shepherd basketball. But now the fumble recovery drill is on again, and the ball heads out of bounds, and another foul, though, called
That's
for.
a foul, and that should be number 5 on the quarter. That's just undisciplined.
And Turner picks up another one. That's her 3rd, so she'll have to head to the bench. Rhodes will check in. 43-38 our score here. 2:43 to go. What has turned into just a physical third quarter recently. Both teams all over the floor, and a lot of fouls picking up here as well. So we are in the bonus. That will send Ortwine to the line. He is 2 for 2 in this contest. Liska will check back in for Estridge.
Had a little bit of an officials conference before getting those shots off. And then an official go over, have a conversation with Coach Malwin for Millersville. So curious what that would have been about.
Second free throw good, first one no good. Here at 44-38.
Both teams starting to pick up full court a little more.
Liska tries to work it down low. Ball gets tipped around. Shepard over to Warner. She'll reset. Warner double teamed in the corner. Liska wide open. Three is on the way, and it's no good. Rebounded by Bowman, though, and Bowman with the follow in the finish. Bowman has 6. Shepard trails by 4 at 44-40 with 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Dribble drive, kick out. No shot, though, from Zettner. Now the attack and a wild shot. Shepard gets the rebound. Rhodes grabs it for the Rams. And they'll bring it across half court. 1:45 to go in this third quarter, 44-40. Bowman dribble handoff with Rhodes. Rhodes pulls up mid-range jumper short. Rebounded by Elstone in transition ahead to Shaw. Shaw left-handed layup is up and good. She has 7 now for Millersville. Lead back out to 6 for the Marauders. Pull-up jumper from Warner, in and out, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Shaw. Marauders in transition again. Bounce past Elstone this time. Shaw returns the favor. First 2 points for Elstone. 48-40. Rams back the other way now. Liska over to Rhodes. Back to Liska. He drives in. Scoop shot. No good. Out of bounds, and will stay with Shepard.
I think you can really tell that Warner is not right with her shot. But see the thumb taped up here since halftime. Shots that she would normally make just aren't going in.
Down low, it's Liska. Shot no good. Now another jump ball. It will go to Millersville.
I think Liska just rushed putting that shot up a little bit. She didn't quite have it in full possession.
So, third quarter coming to a close. 43 seconds left remaining in it. 48-40. Millersville on top of Shepard. March dribble handoff with Ortwine. High post now. It's Zettner. Now back to March. Shaw with the basketball. Excuse me, that's Mitchell. Mitchell now turned it over, and Shepard went back the other way. Shot is no good.
Just a little too strong.
Five seconds now. Can Millersville get something going here? Marauders shot from March is an air ball. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Still just an 8-point game at 48-40 here as we end the third. We'll take a 1-minute break. This is Shepherd Rams women's basketball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back with the fourth after this.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
We welcome you back here to the fourth quarter of Shepherd women's basketball taking on Millersville as we enter this fourth at 48-40 Marauders. Here's Rhodes. Nice bounce pass underneath to Bowman. Shot no good, and a foul called again. Third quarter was pretty balanced between the two teams. Shepherd shot 7 of 20 in that third as Liska attacks the basket here and gets the layup to go. Jenna Liska with 6 second-half points. She's been in foul trouble. And it's a 6-point lead for Millersville. Morgan Mahoney, not used in that third quarter at all offensively. She heads to the scores table here.
Yeah, they had some
head fake from the jumper there, no good, and rebounded by the Rams.
Shepherd's defense is locked in a little more. They just need to put some points up.
Over to Liska. Warner on the attack now into the lane. Bounce past Bowman. Bowman's shot is up and no good, and Zettner is there to grab the rebound. Good game for Zettner for Millersville. 10 points for her. And 9 rebounds now. That shot no good. Rebounded by Mitchell underneath. Ball is tipped around and tracked to the corner into the hands of Ortwine, and they'll reset the offense. 15 on the shot clock. Zettner into the post. Tough fadeaway. Jay is good, and Zettner now has 12. The first field goal for her the second half. A lot of her work coming from the charity stripe. She has just 3 field goals overall, so half of her points from the line, half of her points from the floor. Driving in, Liska is fouled on her way up by Mitchell.
Marauders foul, number 7. Ram substitution.
The Shepherds should have been able to get out of that last possession without giving up 2 points. I mean, better, still need to be better. They've done really well offensive rebounding. I think Millersville is kind of struggling to box out as well, but so is Shepherd.
Liska's free throw is good. 50-43. Second free throw from Liska is no good. Yeah, the rebounding numbers so far are pretty close. 33-34 through 3 quarters. So, been competitive, but it does feel like, at least recently, these offensive rebounds all go into the Marauders.
And there was another one.
And that one, foul against Rhodes. To this fourth quarter, Millersville had 10 offensive rebounds. Shepherd actually led in the offensive rebounding category, 12-10. So could be just running out of some gas, even though Shepherd has really subbed on a lot of different players, so that shouldn't be the case. But
Estridge and Bowman have played a lot with
Liska
on the bench, but
they're not the only ones that are supposed to rebound.
Right. Seeing, coming into the quarter, so now probably about 27 minutes from Bowman. Estridge probably only about 10 minutes.
Estridge here drives in. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Mahoney. At 50-43, and we got another foul going against Shepherd. I'm sorry, jump ball. Millersville keeps the possession. And March will bring it up, working against Turner. March goes behind the back. Here's Shaw. Back to March. Mitchell. Mitchell crossover dribble over to March in the corner. Shot is no good, and Mitchell grabs the offensive rebound. Millersville with 6:45 left. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Jumper from the baseline is good from Shaw. And that pass heads out of bounds. Waiting for an official to signal which way this one will go. They'll talk about it and say stick with Shepherd. 52-43, 6:32 left in this fourth, Dylan. It's not been a good fourth quarter so far for Shepherd as they try to cut into this lead.
And Millersville's defense is improved here in the fourth quarter. They're not really finding quite as many easy shots as they did in those middle two quarters.
Liska off the inbound, had an open look, but now she'll drive in. Liska attacks against Mahoney, gets the shot up, but it's no good. Offensive rebound, another jump ball. This will stay with the Rams. With 6:22 to go in the fourth, it is 52-43. And the Rams will inbound it again.
I like that move from Liska. She's just got to finish that.
True. Estridge into the lane, kick out. Hunt, three on the way is short. Marge, though, tips it out of bounds. And now this possession staying on the Rams side of the court for a while after the last possession seemed to stay on Millersville's side for a long time. Again, following this game, we'll have men's basketball between these two teams. So, looking forward to that. Stay tuned on TV10 and check for the stream on WRNR TV on YouTube as a foul called on Estridge's way to the rack, and she'll shoot two. Estridge has played well.
Yeah.
8 points for her.
Yeah, and that's only been in a handful of minutes. I think probably only 13 minutes now at this point. Thrown in some rebounds as well.
Free throw from her is good.
This is the way to grind it out if you can. Try to get yourself to the free throw line, come back and play good defense on the other end without fouling.
Second free throw, too strong off the back of the rim and no good, and rebounded by Millersville. This one taken away, though, by the Rams. And now a foul called against the Marauders. It's already their fourth of the quarter. So things definitely going Shepherd's way. One more this quarter, and they'll be in the double bonus. Still down, though, by 8. So can they take advantage of that possible double bonus? We'll have to wait and see.
You see Estridge playing hard on both ends.
Bowman with the screen. Warner pulls up from the elbow, and that's good. Warner has been quiet. Just 4 points, and that's her first field goal.
If she can finally figure out how to play with, whatever sort of thumb injury she might be dealing with, then this fourth quarter is going to be very interesting.
March with the basketball. She's been kind of cold as well from what we were expecting. Mitchell driving baseline. Mahoney, first shot in a long time, is in and out, no good. Rebounded, though, by Warner, and Warner looks to run. Warner into the front court, over to Annie Hunt in the corner. Hunt back to Estridge. Down low to Bowman. Back to an open Estridge for three. Too strong. No good. Mahoney grabs the rebound. Another jump ball. It will stay with Millersville. 52-46. 4:57 left in this fourth quarter. And that's the under 5 media timeout, or at least it should be coming. Yep, here it is. And we will take a 30-second break at 52-46. This is Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
We're back here at the Butchers Center. Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop here. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Tyler High, our cameraman. 52-46 here, Dylan. Millersville still leading. Shepherd trying to finish a comeback attempt after a very rough first quarter for the Rams.
I think Shepherd would be winning this game if they played that first quarter the way that they have the other three. It'd be even tighter than it is. They shot 1 for 13, 7.7% from the field in that quarter.
Shepherd hasn't led in the game since very early on when they held a 1-point lead. Around 8 minutes or so in that first quarter, and then Millersville, once they took control, have led the majority of this contest. Shepherd held that lead for 1:41. Down low, Mahoney loses control. Estridge in transition with the wide open lane to the rim, and her layup is good.
I've really liked the hustle, the defense from Lamaria Estridge. Turning it into offense there.
52-48 our score. Crossover dribble over to Ortline. Driving in the lane down low. Mahoney trying to get to the rim. A foul called on Carmaya Bowman. That will send Mahoney to the line. She was the star of that first half. 11 points for her. She hasn't scored since. Has only really attempted one field goal, I think, here in this second half. And she shot 5 for 8 early on, 1 for 1 from 3, and then they stopped going to her. It was kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the shots weren't quite as there, but they didn't seem to really draw any up for her either. I thought Estridge had a little bit of an opportunity, too, there to force another jump ball.
52-48, Millersville in the lead with 4:05 left in this fourth quarter, and that free throw is good for Mahoney. Give her 12 now.
I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed, but Millersville did get the last jump ball, and the possession arrow still points their way.
As of now, you're the only one that's noticed.
Because I had the thought of, after Millersville got the rebound, hey, at least Bowman got in there, forced the jump ball so that you get the next one. I hadn't switched over.
Warner off the Bowman screen. See if it plays a factor down the stretch. Liska over to Estridge. She drives in, and that shot's up and good. Estridge is taking over. It's a 54-50 game.
She's got a little bit of handling to her game. Got some handles and can drive in. If that's a matchup they can keep taking advantage of, if they got to switch a different defender onto her, see if you can exploit another matchup off of that.
Kick to the corner is a turnover for Millersville. You mentioned that possession arrow, and there's the fix from the official, I believe.
There we go.
As I was going to say, though, just before that, the officials should also be tracking it some way themselves as well. Yep. So good job by these officials to get to it before we had a jump ball, and then we would have all sorts of controversy. So.
Yeah, so there you go. That official
did her job.
Yep. I wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
There you go.
I would hope not, but
right.
I mean, you never know.
Yep.
Warner drives in, kicks it out. Estridge open, 3 on the way. Not really her shot, but it's no good, and now a foul called against the Rams.
Estridge has good form on the shot, but I feel like that should be something that she only takes maybe 1 per game.
It has been her game, though, so let her shoot it.
Yeah, just that one wasn't super open.
No, I didn't love the shot either.
I think if somebody's that close, you got to turn that into a drive. For her, at least.
3:01 left. Mahoney had an open look, but of course Millersville has the lead, so no reason to force anything. 13 on the shot clock. March drives baseline. Now they get a catch and shoot from Mahoney from 3, and that's no good. Rebounded by Estridge.
Let's go with the closeout. Good defense.
Yeah, they really missed her, I feel like, on Mahoney in that first half. They're just battling down low. No fouls called for probably the first time all afternoon.
That's just good battling for position.
It is, but feels like everything's been a foul as Liska underneath grabs the rebound. She gets fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Another offensive board for Liska. They're able to draw the foul. Now you just got to make your free throws, which Shepherd's been a little shaky with so far today.
Liska's first. It's too strong off the back rim.
Coming into the quarter, Shepherd was just 4 of 7 from the free throw line.
Second free throw in and out, no good as well. And a jump ball possibly here on the floor, which would go Shepherd's way if that is the call.
Yep.
And it is. So 54-50 our score.
That could be big there. That's, grab that, jump ball at any point you can. So that Bowman doing that earlier pays off.
Estridge drives the baseline, but they don't take advantage of it as she stepped out of bounds. For Estridge, she came in averaging just under 6 points per game. So one of her higher scoring days. She only averages, though, about 14 minutes per game. So she's played a big role here today at 54-50. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Millersville still leading it by 4. Over to March. Extra pass into the corner for the Marauders. Here's a jumper on the way from Shaw, and that shot's no good. Rebounded by Millersville underneath, and a foul underneath now as Zentner will head back to the line where she has lived.
And again, no box out. Twice there from Shepherd.
Zentner is 6 for 6 from the charity stripe this afternoon.
Ortwine especially. Somebody should have had a body on her. The fact that she got in there and got that rebound is not a good look.
She's been very good, though, on the glass.
She has.
Zentner's free throw is no good. So her 6 for 6 day ends. It's 6 for 7 now.
And we saw Estridge check out there as we down to just a minute 44 left. She has been playing for a while. She's been in the game for a good bit as she's had the hot streak going.
Second free throw good as well. Shepherd here down by 5. Warner off the Bowman screen trying to find something are the Rams. Good defense here from Millersville all over Shepherd offensively. Warner spins it in the lane, kicks it out. Bowman to Rhodes. Shepherd can't find anything here. 8 on the shot clock. Rhodes throws up a tough shot. It's no good. 1:15 left. 5-point game. March shoots a 3, trying to give Millersville pretty much the win. Could be the dagger there at the corner 3, or wing 3. 58-50.
Yeah, I think it'll be tough to come back now. And then a
offensive foul against Liska, fighting for that position underneath. 8-point game of 1:02 left. Estridge is going to come back in for Liska with 4 fouls.
That's a tough stretch right there. I think that'll pretty much ended that 3-pointer, and then immediately following up with an offensive foul. It's going to be tough to come back now.
Well, March hasn't had a huge game, but she just made a huge shot. And now she's going toward the rim. Shaw trying to make that extra pass, and she does. So working around the perimeter, only 15 on the shot clock. And a foul called against Shepherd as they'll try to extend the game a little bit here, I would think. Down by 8. Shaw heads to the line. Been kind of a tough day for her from the free throw line. Just 3 for 5, so not too bad, but not great either. Her free throw there is good. Again, following this game, we'll have Shepherd men's basketball action for you, as the Rams will take on, of course, the same Millersville team, but the men's version. Second free throw is good as well. And it's a 10-point game now. And we got a timeout from Coach Kaufman. They said it was a media timeout, but that's not accurate. Here at 60-50, 45 seconds left. Dylan, obviously you're down 10, so Shepherd just at this point's got to try to get up shots quickly and hope they fall. And then foul and hope you can extend the game a little bit here.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, I think, because it's really been more of a grind for Shepherd to score on offense. So to set something up quick, I think it's probably going to have to be getting a quick open 3 for Rhodes or Warner, maybe Liska. But Millersville really kicked it into another gear in the fourth quarter, I think, on both sides of the ball, particularly on defense, I think, because I think the fourth quarter in particular has been rather rough for Shepherd to try to get offense going.
Yeah, it is the strength of this Millersville team is their defense, only giving up just 56.7 points per game. So they've been good on the defensive end all season, and that's a big reason why they are 9-5 and most likely headed to 10-5. It's because they defend well, they're long, and it's caused issues for the Rams here today, as it's caused many issues for their opponents all season. Warner with the basketball, trying to get it to Rhodes. Rhodes will chuck it from NBA range. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Rams underneath now. Ball's on the floor and out of bounds. It will go to Shepherd with 32 seconds left. Rhodes has been their most consistent three-point shooter today. She's the only one to make one since the Nizier 3 early on in the game. The first points for Shepherd was a 3 from Nizier, but after that, nobody else has been successful from downtown outside of Cassidy Rhodes, so they do try to get one to her there, but now they're just going to try to get something off and in, and Bowman does so. March brings it across. They stepped out of bounds. March stepped out of bounds. So it'll be Shepherd basketball here at 60-52 with 27 seconds. Coach Kaufman yells out her play. Bowman to Warner, head fake, three-pointer on the way, short. And another foul underneath. This one going against Millersville, and the Rams led to the line. Estridge will head back to the charity stripe. She's 0 for 2 today. I'm sorry, 1 for 3.
I think it's just a little too late. Shepherd has tried to chip away from the 12-point deficit in the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter. And, they've gotten it close, within 3 points, but just couldn't quite do it from there. Millersville tightened up.
Second free throw, no good. Shepard grabs the offensive rebound. 60-53 our score, and here's the jump ball. That will go to Millersville with 18 seconds left. And timeout Marauders. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break as well. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
We welcome you back here to Shepherd. 60-53. Millersville leading the Rams. 18 seconds left. Marauders out of the timeout. Just looking to put it away. As we await to see the conclusion of this one. Millersville off the inbound. Shepard fouls. Shaw will shoot two.
Rams foul, number 32.
Estridge with her first foul as well. 17 seconds left. 7-point game, so with 17 seconds, if she makes both, probably over. I mean, that would make it a 3-possession game. 2-possession game with 17 seconds, still possible. That one's good. I guess she only needed to make one to make it a 3-possession game.
True.
So that one off the back of the rim, no good. Here's the Coach Kaufman timeout. We'll take a 30-second break as well. 61-53, 16 seconds left. We're back in 30.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
We welcome you back here to Shepherd Butcher Center. Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. 61-53, our score, 16 seconds left. Rams have it off the inbound. Carmia Bowman will inbound it to Warner. Warner over to Rhodes. Rhodes throws up an air ball, rebounded by Estridge. Jump ball. Maybe still? I don't know. Yeah, it will be. So jump ball will stay with Shepherd. 8-point game, 9 seconds.
Jump ball, Rams ball.
Warner inbounds it to Estridge. She is fouled.
Okay. You're probably still at a point where I think like last trip to the free throw line, the second one was probably a purposeful miss. So get yourself 1 point, and then go back, try to get two, turn it into the 3-point possession.
Yeah, we'll see. Estridge's first is no good, though.
Nope. It's still what you go for, I'd say.
Yeah, only 7 seconds, so she misses perfectly, but nobody was there to get it. And now the timeout for Millersville. 6 seconds left. So we'll just take another break as well. Why not? 61-53, 6 seconds left. We're back in 30.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Here to Shepherd University, Butcher Center, 6 seconds left, 61-53. And Millersville inbound. Shepherd draws a jump ball.
Jump ball, Marauders ball.
Marauders will keep it here at 61-53. Foul here. 2 seconds.
Grand foul, number 32.
And headed to the line is Shaw.
I think this was a pretty solid performance overall for Shepherd. I think that they obviously still have their weaknesses that were exploited, but this is a good Millersville team, and they were competitive. I think as you kind of progress year over year here, they're playing more and more competitive games, even if they're not putting up the win every time. So, props to them.
62-53, our final. Millersville gets the win, and they are now 10-5 on the season. Shepherd falls to 4-11. Go ahead and take a 2-minute break, and we'll have the post-game show after that. This is Shepherd Rams basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 2 minutes.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department. When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here and into the Palace Lounge post-game show. The Palace Lounge is located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Dylan, your thoughts on this Shepherd tough loss here to Millersville?
I think there was a couple aspects that they needed to do really well in to be able to win that they just didn't. It's the weaknesses of the team we kind of know that to be. The defensive rebounding. They did well in the offensive rebounding category at least. So that's a good sign there. And then the turnovers, particularly early in the game. But they found some ways to open up some offense later on. Nice game from Lamaria Estridge. And Jenna Liska had her moments, Nasir early on. think Kara Werner just having some sort of, something going on with her thumb, slowing her down. She came out in the second half with it taped up, so clearly her shot was off. Yeah, so that maybe could have been the difference. If she had a good game, they could have maybe pulled that one out. But overall, you see the progress in the team year over year, even beginning of season, end of season, game to game, which is all you can really ask for at this point with Coach Kaufman. It's all I can ask for at the very least. I don't know if everyone else has the same expectations of Coach Kaufman, but I think I think that's where this team is, and I'm fine with saying, hey, as long as you keep looking better over time, as long as the graph is going up, the line is going up, then I think we're in good shape.
Post-game stats brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. For Shepherd, Lisko was 7, Warner with 4. Rhodes scored 11 and had 9 rebounds. Nazir with 5, Turner with 4, Bowman with 8, and Estridge leads the way, 14 points for her. She ends up fouling out. 4 defensive rebounds, 5 rebounds overall. Very nice game from her. Carr did not score, and neither did Chris or Kelly Allers, who also played in the contest. On the Marauders side of things, the leading scorer for them was Mahoney, as well as Zentner. They combined for 13 each, 26 total for them. Shaw with 11, 10 for March. Elstone with 2, 5 from Ortwin, and 6 for Mitchell. Some other stats there that stood out for you. Double-double. I'm sorry, not double-double. Ortwin with 11 rebounds. Zentner, though, did have a double-double with 12 rebounds to lead the team, 13 and 12 for her. Mahoney totaled just 1 rebound in her efforts. Zentner also added a block and 2 steals, which could lead into our player of the game, which is brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. We also had March with 4 steals for her, 10 points, and that big 3 down the stretch, so 4 assists as well. It's a tough one, though. Millersville played a pretty balanced game. But I think maybe in some ways the Bryn Zentner effort was a little bit surprising, because heading into the game, Zentner scored 102 points entering the game, but wasn't a high volume scorer, so
right.
That might be where I lean.
I think that's what I'll go with too. I think you're right that it was kind of a team effort. I think if Mahoney had made a little more noise in the second half, it would have given it to her. But it's a good team win for Millersville with their defense in particular, I'd say.
They're a well-balanced team.
Yep.
They don't. I mean, March is their clear go-to scorer, but they can have anybody step up for them. So that'll do it for us in our women's basketball coverage. We'll take a 5-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll begin our men's basketball pregame show. This is Shepherd men's and women's basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back at 5.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Providing reliable
selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome into the post-game scoreboard show. Going quickly here so that we still have time to send it for pregame coverage of the men's game, as in the women's game, it's Millersville defeating Shepherd 62-53. Let's now take a look at some other scores around the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Final score, Mansfield 71, Shippensburg 70, East Stroudsburg 64, Lock Haven 54, Bloomsburg 79, Penn State Schleichel 32, Clarion 80, Pitt Johnstown 63. Switch over for some more final scores. It was Edinboro defeating Gannon 62-45. Seton Hill defeats California of PA 93-74. Slippery Rock beats Lake Erie 60-57. And Westchester right now in the third quarter currently leads Kutztown by a score of 49-43. So that'll wrap up coverage of the women's game. We'll now end this stream and switch over to a different stream on YouTube as well as on the PSAC digital network. This concludes our coverage of NCAA Division II basketball, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
McLean Corley off the Poffenberger screen. Great screen. McLean Corley for three. It's good! Daniel McLean Corley!
5 seconds left on the clock. Werner looking for room to maneuver. Pulls up. Floater. Gets it to go. Carol Werner.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. All rights reserved.